go. Well, I'm Robin Miller. I'm the instructor for this class. Hello. So, could we have a quick, just a very brief introduction? I just kind of like to get to know other faculty members. I teach in the School of Human Movement, Sport, and Leisure Studies. I'm a associate teaching professor. So, I've been here about 10 years. And I teach a lot of the fitness types of classes. So that keeps me really busy. So let's just start. I'm just going to go down the list here. Anne, I see Anne. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
So what is your, what do you teach?
This semester I'm not teaching, but I do teach RIT courses. So
Okay,
like RIT 1110 and 1120.
good. Well, welcome. And
Thank you.
Dawn, there.
Hi, I'm in the English department. I teach mostly RIT courses.
Okay, great, wonderful. Well, welcome. Jennifer.
Hi there. Yeah, I'm Jennifer Neary. I work in the library and I teach research and instruction to students, and then I also supervise
Okay.
our student assistants. So I'm trying to use some different instruction methods to kind of provide them some professional development. So I'm excited about this.
Yeah, great. Wonderful. Okay, Jennifer Stewart. Looks like we have two Jennifers.
Hi, yeah, I'm Jennifer Stewart. I teach in the Applied Statistics and Operations Research Department. So I'm mainly teaching business calc.
Okay. Oh, good. Very good. All right, Carrie.
Hi, sorry about that. I was on a work phone
Oh,
call.
that's okay.
So I'm in the Department of Political Science, and I currently work on State Fire School, and I also assist with the Fire Administration Program. So we have several classes online right now, and I just figured this would be something that would help me help my instructors.
Great, wonderful. All right, Sandra.
Hi, I'm Sandra Faulkner, and I'm a professor in the School of Media and Communication, and I teach mostly classes on relational communication, family communication.
Great, wonderful. Great. Susanna.
Hello, everyone. I'm teaching Spanish culture and language for World Department.
Oh, okay, very nice. All right, Tasha.
Hello, everyone. I am in the social work department. I think I've been here almost 5 years. I'm a clinical social worker, and I am doing this workshop just because I love using technology, and I am trying to just find ways to improve my skill set. And I try to have my students to do as many, um, tech-oriented assignments as possible.
Great, wonderful. And Bruce, it looks like you joined.
Yeah, I was running a second late.
Oh, that's fine.
I teach in the College of Music. I am one of the band directors.
Oh, okay, yes.
And I'm one of three teachers that teach students how to conduct. And it's been quite a challenge because usually we're always with them. And we're now half virtual and half non-virtual. I'm just trying to learn anything I possibly can that might help.
Sure.
To share with the other teachers that are doing this.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I completed my PhD in educational technology, curriculum and instruction, with an emphasis in educational technology. So these are some things that I learned while I was completing my PhD. So this is what I would like then to share with you. So I'm doing a share screen. I wanted to show you what I did with these two multimedia programs when we switched. So Bruce, you were talking about switching back, online or your hybrid. Well, when we switched in March, I teach a lot of activity classes. So I'm teaching yoga online. Okay. And, I have a lot of students. So you want to keep these students engaged. You want to keep them interested. So I put together this. Now, this is something I'll show at a later time, but it does have the two multimedia instruments that we're going to be learning today embedded in the website. So here is the website. So I created this, and I went into, so if we go to the different pages, I have, this is a Prezi, okay? So as you can see, if you click on the Prezi, hopefully, there we go. There we go. So what you can do with a Prezi then is, like, I come up here and I talk about where did yoga originate, okay? Then it can go over and kind of explain, whoops, I need to click that again. So then the students can look at, it went, or India, okay? And then as we go, whoops, there we go, all right, and how yoga evolved, okay? Then the development of poses of yoga. So you can go here, yoga in the West, yoga asanas, and then the history of yoga. So like this particular one was a video. Now you can make this larger here. So that would be, again, easier for students to see. So if they want to, so like we start, so then again, you can make that larger. So you would go here, where did yoga originate? And then, this is just, like I said, some basic information, where it evolved, the development of poses, yoga in the West, and then again, just some information about the asanas of yoga. So like I said, this was kind of embedded. So that's what's nice about these. You can embed them into like websites or Canvas or anything like that you want to use that to embed in. So we went, again, then I went to the health benefits of yoga. I think this is this comes up. I've got an Ethernet cable, hopefully. There we go. So this is the Glogster, okay? The Prezi, you can embed videos in that. So that's always, I'll show you how to do that. I have another Prezi, I think, where I did a different yoga one. I'll probably show you that one when we go into the Prezi. But this one, I know somebody had mentioned having their students do a project. This is a good project to have your students do. So this is a Glogster. So again, as you go through here and you look at the benefits of yoga, so I embedded videos in here. So again, you can watch these work. There we go. Yeah, so you can watch the different videos. Sam Robbins. So just turn that on, and so they can click on the different items that are embedded in here for the Prezi. So those are the two multimedia presentations I'm going to show you today, and I just wanted to kind of show you what the finished product looked like in different ways, again, that you can embed this in and use it. So what we'll do is we'll go, I put together some screenshots in kind of a slideshow form. So I'm just basically just kind of showing what the steps are. So if you want to, I couldn't really put in every single little screenshot, but I put in kind of how to get into certain things, and then hopefully the workshop will help with that. Let's see, local computer. Okay. All right. So can everybody see me? Okay. All right. I saw local computer, but I think that was somebody else, not me. I said I used my Ethernet. So I'm teaching down in my basement now by WebEx, and I'm recording the message or everything. So and then posting those on Canvas. So I'm teaching. I'm not hybrid. I'm completely synchronous online. So here is one I did another one for the 6 dimensions of wellness. I think this was another yoga one that I did here and I think I embedded videos into this one. So again, you can, enlarge the screen and just and so when they click this arrow here, I added music to it. So you can click on this and go to a website that's going to show you some of the yoga basics. You can get rid of that, come back. What is the health of yoga? Again, another breathing, again, another web link. Here's a video I actually did for, I do yoga for the football team. So that should be coming up here. What happened to it? There it is. So this was a discussion that we did while I was doing yoga with the football team. So again, that was a video I embedded in there. So again, these were different things. So this is kind of how you can use this for your presentations and some things you can do with it. So that was the finished product. Now, so let me move this down here. No. Okay, make sure this picture doesn't get in the way. Okay, so you go into Prezi. Now, I have a screenshot of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down here. I'm going to log out. It's a free account. Okay, so it's very and it doesn't cost you anything. I think you can upgrade to different kinds of things, but I never have. So you would log in or get started. So then you can just go in. And this says you can try it for free. I never paid for any of this. Okay, I think it's basic. Yeah, there's a free one. So again, you can do. It says free 14 days, but like I said, I've never paid for this. So so what we can do is we can I'm going to log in here with my email password. I think I have it. Okay, so log back in. There we go. So it has all the Prezis that you've done. So let's do new presentation. So what's nice about these is that the format is already set up. So as you can see, like all the circles and everything is set up so that you need. So it's a template, and there's all different kinds of templates. So that makes this really nice. It's in here. There we go. So I like to show something that's fairly straightforward. So this one is one that I've practiced on a little bit for this class. I think it's easy to show. I think it's easy to understand. Some of them can be a little more complicated, but if you're just learning something right now, this is a good one to start with. You can look at more if you want to. See, they have all these different ones that you can do. I mean, there's literally hundreds of templates. But like I said, I liked this one. I think it's very straightforward. So if you go into here, so you click on that template, it comes up like this. So if you've ever done PowerPoint or worked on PowerPoint, you can see here, this is similar to PowerPoint, okay? So you would want to start out with, and so I thought maybe we would do one that would be good. I was an investment banker quite a while ago before I had my family. And so I've taught a 1910 class, it's personal finance. So I thought this would be a really good template for something like that, or you can again use it for anything else. This is something other than like yoga or something that I'm familiar with, that I could show how to use it in this particular situation. So we might put investments. So you just type in, click on it, put investments. If you notice here, it says title. That's going to make it bigger. Okay. And then subtitle, you can click on that. It's going to be smaller. And then a body font is going to be even smaller. So for the actual title, obviously you want it to be a larger font. Then as you can see, this says subtitle. So I'm going to put in here stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Okay. So those are going to be some things that we're going to cover in this particular Prezi. So what's nice about this is as you come here, you can click on here, number 2, okay, because that's what we want to go to first. And that's going to bring this up. Again, we want to click on this. This is going to be obviously a subtitle, so it's not going to be as large as the original title would be. So we would be looking at maybe stocks, okay? And then I'm going to click on here and say common. So I might even want to make this where it's not caps. Common and preferred. Okay. I spelled that right. So preferred. There we go. Okay. So I have my stocks, common and preferred. Then I can click on number 3, and that's going to take me to the first circle. Okay. So again, I'm going to add a text here. That's going to, as you can see, be a subtitle. So I'm going to look at common stock. So again, I might have that all cap. And then I could put in maybe definitions, okay, of common stock. Now, what I'm going to do, I didn't put these up already because I wanted to show you how to go into Google and get pictures from Google. I'm sure a lot of you already probably know how to do that, but just in case somebody doesn't, I thought it would be okay to go kind of do this from scratch. So if I go into Google, I can put in common stock, okay? And I'm going to go to images. And as you can see, there's all different types of information on common stocks, okay? So let's just say we want to choose maybe this one. This has some information on it. It's kind of fairly straightforward. So I would take my, I would click on this, and then I have, if you're going to be doing a lot of multimedia or types of presentations, I have a Dropbox just specifically for these types of things. So then that way I'm not trying to find everything, or you can put them in a folder in another type of Dropbox. I find that having a Dropbox that doesn't have a lot of information, just information I'm specifically working on, I think is helpful. Again, you can use folders and things like that too. So we're going to save image as, okay, that's going to be common stock. I'm going to save that. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to do insert image. Okay. And as you can see, common stock has come up. So I'm going to open that. And as you can see, that has positioned itself right here. Okay. Then let's say, especially if this would be maybe an online asynchronous class, we want to maybe put a video in that kind of explains common stock, maybe something that's not real, long or complicated. So then I would maybe go into YouTube, and there we go. So I might put in common stock. Common stock. There we go. All right. So as I come into common stock, what is common stock? Okay. So this could be something I might use to common stock versus preferred stock. That might be something that would be good. But maybe we'll just go into what is common stock. So I'll click on that.
What is common stock?
Okay. Then I want to go down here and click on share. Okay. And then I can copy the share link. Now we want to go up to back to our investments. We're going to do insert YouTube video, and we're going to paste that into the YouTube and insert. Okay, so as you can see, that comes here. Now we're going to shrink it like that. So then the students have two options to view information about common stock. Next, we would go here to our preferred stock. So I would do the same. I would put that in. I might use caps here. Preferred stock. Okay. And then I would put in, again, maybe definitions. Okay. Then I would go back again to my Google. So I'll open up another tab here. And I would put in images about preferred stock. So I would type in preferred stock. And as I found out, apparently, I think preferred stock is also the name of a cologne. So that was coming up here. I don't see it right now, but I was going through here to practice, and I saw that. No, there it is. So I was like, no, we don't want that. So anyways, so we'll go up here. And we'll just find maybe some information. Here's some information on preferred stock. Okay. So then we're going to do another save image. If you try to copy the image, a lot of times it doesn't work when you're transporting it into a Prezi. I'm not sure why, but I haven't really been able to get that to really do what I wanted it to do. And so I spent more time trying to get it copied into the Prezi than I did just putting it into Dropbox. So as we do that, we're going to go back to our Prezi. And again, we want to do our insert image. And now we have our preferred stock. And there we go with that. Now we want to go back and maybe put in preferred stock. Okay. And then we could find and information on that. So this is Warren Buffett telling about preferred stock.
Hi there.
So we are going to go here and share and copy. There might be some advertisements at the beginning. That's just part of using YouTube. That's one reason YouTube, you can have a subscription to it, but in cases like this, YouTube's free. So you sometimes, and I think students are aware that that might be part of using YouTube. So usually they don't last more than a few seconds. So then we go into YouTube, paste the link, insert, to go. Oh, should work. All right, try it again. So paste the link. Yeah. All right, there we go. There it is. Okay, so now we got our preferred stock. Okay, so we've got that finished. Now, as you can see over here in the corner, what's really nice about Prezi, and I think it really gets rid of a lot of the confusion that some other multimedia instruments have, is you can see exactly where your path is going to go. Now, you can edit the path. I can show you that. A lot of times, if you're just starting out, that can probably be a little more confusing, because what the path is when you turn it on for the presentation, that's going to show you each item that is going to be seen by students in order. Okay. So right now, this is the path. Okay. So as students click on the final presentation, it's going to go from this, to common, to preferred, and then to the next bubble or the next item. So you can see exactly where this path is going to go. Now, I'll show you at the end, maybe if we want to change the path. A lot of times that's not too complicated, but if you get it wrong, what is nice up here, you can always go back. So that can save you a lot of time and frustration. So we want to go to the next one. Okay, so now as we come up here, I'm going to look at bonds. Okay, bonds. Okay, and then we'll have types of bonds. Okay, so as you notice, this doesn't have the little circles in it, does it? So you could just maybe do a different way, maybe leave it like that, or if you wanted to add a circle, you could come up here and drag this down to add the circle. And if you notice, this adjusts for that. So then that's going to go to this new circle you just created. So as we go here, we want to click on this and that will bring that up. Now, we might put in here, as you can see, you might want the subtitle. So we might have municipal bonds. Okay, did I spell that wrong? Probably. Oh, okay. Municipal bonds. I think that's spelled bone. Okay. Municipal bonds. All right. And then we might come down here, and being that that's the body, so that's subtitle, and then we're going to want the body. So we might have types. Okay. Types. So this might be, the types might be a little bit different. What you can do here is you could have it, like I said, like this. Did I spell that wrong? Like I said, I want to spell that wrong. Make sure I spelled it right. Municipal No, I don't think so. I wonder why it's saying I spelled it wrong. Okay. Oh, I forgot the I. Ha, there we go. Municipal. Whoops, supposed to be a capital. Okay, so we go back. All right, municipal bonds. All right, so now we have, I can't get this right, can I? All right, sorry about that. Okay. Municipal. There we go. Okay, so we have types here. Okay, so we're going to then go into, again, our information, and we want to put in municipal bonds. Okay. So then again, this is going to give us information about what a municipal bond is. Okay. So here's a short presentation of what a municipal bond might be. So here we're going to copy this again or save, and that's going to show up municipal bond. Okay. So we're going to come here. Now, what's nice about this is you can always insert a PowerPoint slide too. So if you created a PowerPoint slide, you can also put that in here. So everything's all kind of combined. It's all into one area. So we have image, municipal bond, and there it is. Okay, so it came up here. All right. And then maybe we want to put another video in that would say municipal bonds. Okay. So that again is going to give us some information. What are municipal bonds? So this is by Fidelity. So we could click on that and we could share, copy, and then we're going to go back to our Prezi. And click on this, paste it, insert. Okay. I wonder why it's not working. Right. Well, do that again. Okay, YouTube, paste, insert. There we go. Just want me to do it twice. Okay, so then, as you can see, we're going to bring this up here. Okay. Now, as you can see, the next one that we inserted, okay, so if we come back up here, we need to insert another one, okay? So as you can see, we're going to take this, and we're going to go here again, all right? And move that over. And as you see on the side, this path is going to show this, okay? So again, we're going to come into here and say maybe corporate. All right, so we want to click on that and put corporate bonds. And then we might want to have definitions. Okay, so as we do that, we're going to go back here and put in corporate bonds. And that's, again, going to show us some information on corporate bonds. So these are types of corporate bonds. Doesn't really give necessarily information about that. It says corporate bonds. So here's an Investopedia. So this would be a good one to put in corporate bonds. So again, we're going to save image as and save. Come back. Again, insert. Image, and we have corporate bonds. Okay, so that's going to give us information on corporate bonds. So again, you can always add videos, you can add PowerPoint slides to these. So if you want to do that, there's other things. You can add a chart if you want to. I think you have to pay. This is where you have to pay for it. You have to pay for the chart. You have to add, or you have to pay for that. I think it's so much a month. So some of these you can't do with a free subscription. Add background music. That's what I did with. So let's say we wanted to add, some types of music. If I have music. So we might have some music here. I don't have music. I have iTunes. I don't generally put, here's some music. So we could put in, so we probably won't. Some of this is, we could put in a song if we wanted to, okay? Also, we could put in, instead of maybe doing instead of doing like a video, we could even do, so this is called Path to Step 6. You could record something on your QuickTime Player. I don't know if you're familiar with QuickTime Player. I can show you something like that. Let me get into QuickTime Player. Find it here. QuickTime Player, here it is. Okay, so if we go into QuickTime Player, you can, let's see if this works. Give it a little time to come up. You can record something in QuickTime Player. It's not working here. Here we go. Should be coming up. So let's see if this will, well, we'll move on. See if this will come up. Should, it always does, of course. So you could record something into QuickTime Player and then save that into your Dropbox or your computer. And then you could go up here and you could record that and then insert that. So if you wanted to, instead of a video, to say, corporate bonds are, bonds that corporations use to make new infrastructure. That might be something that they might use for that, or they might, it's borrowing money. So maybe they're going to use that for a new project or something like that. So you could go in and explain maybe what a corporate bond is. So I don't know if I need to, I might have to, let's see, QuickTime Player. Let's see if it, so what you could do is here it is. You can do like a new audio recording. So like you could go in here and then, let's see. Yes. So I could say, so I could record this and say, can I record, try record again. Okay. Maybe not. Usually works. Okay. So new audio recording. Let's see here. Testing. Well, it's not cooperating, but normally if I wasn't doing this, it would probably be fine. So you could record this if it was actually working, and then upload that into there. So apparently, like I said, it's moving, but it's not letting me do anything. Okay, so it's using the MacBook Air. I wonder why it won't record. So, nope. Okay. Well, anyways, you could, like I said, providing it works, you could use that, upload that into a document into Dropbox, and then insert that in here if you'd rather have your own voice. Okay. So then if we go on, as you can see, then this will then go on to this path. All right. So this could be then like mutual funds. Okay. So we could put in mutual funds, all right? And I'll show you how this will kind of sum up everything. That's one reason I like this template so well. And then we could say types, maybe types of mutual funds, okay? And we might have then, I might want to insert this into here, okay? And then I might say aggressive, okay, aggressive growth. All right, let's see if this will, I should put it down here, growth, okay. So that could be a type of fund. So then maybe I'll go back up and then I could have a video or something explaining, so we have like aggressive growth mutual funds. Okay. So let's just say that's going to kind of explain, a little bit about, mutual funds, what an aggressive growth fund is. So here's one that explains, aggressive growth. So we're going to save that image, save that, and then come in here. insert, image, and let's see here. Where'd it go? See here. Types of funds. There we are. Okay, open. All right. So that is going to be, that's 2 G's. That's wrong. Okay. So aggressive growth. Okay, so let's go back to YouTube and put in aggressive growth mutual fund. Okay. And then, so here's somebody talking about an aggressive growth mutual fund strategy. Okay, so let's put that in here. All right, and share, copy. Hopefully that works this time. Insert, and we'll put that into the YouTube video. And insert that in there. For some reason it doesn't do it the first time. Not sure why, but all right, paste. Okay, so there's our video for that, for aggressive growth. All right. Now, if we wanted to then add another one, so we could go back here, and then we could put in another, we'll just kind of put in another blank slide, because I want to show the Glogster too. So give us time for that. Again, what I like about this though is at the end, this is a really nice one for like a summation. Okay, so then here I would put in, so I would add, so we could come here and I could add a caption, or I can replace the image. So then I could say, so select an image to replace. So as I replaced the image, I can do image. So then I can put in, let's just say I'm going to sum up everything with stock. This works. Okay. So stock. So we're going to replace this image. Okay. Image to replace. Just did that. Okay. So we're going to put in, like I said, the stock. So we would have that. Okay. And then we can go on to the next one. So we can put that image there. So we could delete this image and add another image. So insert, image. So let's just say we have our bonds. Open. Okay, so we can put that in here. Our bonds. Okay. And we can have this be maybe another path. So that would again be a summation of what would we would be doing here. And then let's say at the end, the thing is with this is probably want to make sure that that path works. So over here is an image. So if we want to, what we probably should do is go back here, because if you have, see, this is part of the path of the image. Okay. So what we could do is we don't want to delete this frame. So when we want to go back here. So when we have replace image, okay, there comes up this little thing here. So let me get this back. There, no. Okay, let's start over here. What's it doing? There it is. Like I said, these aren't always the most easiest things in the world. Okay, replace image. So over here, okay, and they had something over this. Over here are different images you could replace it with. But if we want to select a file to replace that, we've got this, okay, and then that will replace this image. It's important that we have these right here, because those are going to dictate the path when the project is finished, okay. So as we come back, right, we want to come back here. Here we want to replace this image. And again, we can select a file and we'll put in bonds. That works. There we go. Okay. And we have one more where we're going to go And we want to replace that image and maybe put in, so these are different types of mutual funds. Again, you probably would put in different pictures of this or videos, but I want to make sure we have time for the Prezi too, okay? So again, you can edit the path. I'll kind of go over that at the end, but this is pretty much, it's pretty much finished here. So what we're going to do is go up, maybe there. Okay, so what's nice is, so I can see now what this looks like, and if I need to make changes, I can make changes. So we want to present. So this will tell us what it looks like. We might need to change the path of some of these. Okay, so this goes from here. So as you can see, it's going to go here. Now see, those are in there twice because remember, I couldn't get them. So that's going to be something we're going to need to change. Okay. So see, we know this, all right? Then we had the same issues there, but as you can see, the path is going to go like that, okay? And then at the end, we have our summation. There, okay? So then what I would do is I would go back here. And as I can see, this is here, so I can just delete this because that didn't show up before. So also I can go through here and I see this. Okay, so that's obviously wrong, so I can delete that. This is obviously wrong, so again, I can delete that. That doesn't look right. So then maybe I'll go back and do my presenting, and again, it's the paths. So as you can see, if they have like any type of like aggressive growth. So here we can turn on the video and see that video. See, it's going to be full screen. So that's going to show. So we hit the escape, go back. Okay. So there, so that's going to, like I said, show the different. Now, if you want to change the path, okay, so let's say I don't want that where it is, then, I mean, it's probably easier just to leave it alone. But if you want to change the path, you can always move these up like this. So, that would change the path. So let's say you wanted to maybe put these in between, so maybe they could get a different variety. So then you could present, and you could go back to the beginning. Okay, and then you could change, like I said, the path. So there's the common stock, preferred stock, bonds. Now that skipped that one, see, because we changed the path. See, what's that? And then go up. And then that would be, again, all your information. See that, like I said, we changed the path. So that's a little bit different then. So that's just a brief kind of overview on how to do a Prezi. So does anybody, let's see, does anybody have any questions? Oh, you can use any kind of, royalty-free music. I think the Prezi in that particular situation with the music is linked to what you have on your computer. So again, you might be able to link that into the free music. If you're using an insert, though, let me look at this. If you're using an insert, so I'm not sure. Like if I came here and I did like insert and I wanted to do background music. The thing is with this, I don't know that it gives you an option. Now let's see if we could do a copy and paste. So like, let's get that link and see if that would work in here. Okay. Okay, let's see. So that is an option. Let's see. Okay. This website is just required for, okay. So let's see, is this bin sound? So this is royalty-free music. Well, let's see if we can copy that and put that. Well, let's see if we could. So you're saying we could get I'll be honest, I've never heard of this. So, it does have a download option. So that's a free license, so you can download that. Do you want to allow download? Let's see how that would work. So that would then be under downloads. It's an MP3. Yeah, you might be able to that in there. Like I said, I'm not familiar with this. Oh, okay. So it went right into my YouTube or my iTunes. So I teach Zumba too. So yeah, it looks like if you can download this into your iTunes, yeah, and you don't, so yeah, it does appear if you could download that into your iTunes that you could use that, yeah, any kind of music that you want to. Probably Google Play too. I don't have a Google Play app on my computer. I have it on my phone. So anything like that you could probably insert. So let's see here if we have any questions about this. Do you have a site to use? Oh, free domain, yeah. Okay, yeah, yes. So also, I know it depends on the kind of music, but like with yoga music, I gave my students, so if I go, let me go into what I did with my yoga students. I went into Studio and I put in this, and what this does is, this is YouTube, it's free, but as you can see, you get, now there might be commercials just like there is with anything else, but so this is 3 hours of just music. It's got some photos, but you could use something like this too with the sound. If you put in audio, it wouldn't show the pictures. So that's also another option, that they have a lot of free music like that. So does anybody have any questions? Anything you didn't understand about the Prezi? There's probably going to be some glitches. It seems like any type of multimedia like this, you'll have some things here and there. That's why you kind of have to play around with it sometimes. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody? You can type it in. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll send that. It's just it doesn't go through the details. It just shows you how to log in to the Prezi. So it'd be pretty hard to do screenshots for every little detail. So I just showed how to log in and how to go to the next, how to create a project. Okay. Well, next we're going to do a Glogster. So again, that is something that you might be able to have your students do for a project. So you can go into glogster.com, or you can go to Google and then go into Glogster. Okay. So again, I have that as how you log in. So you would log in. It's free. There's some options that aren't free, but it's free too. So here's some ones I was kind of practicing on again. This is the one I did for the yoga. So you would go in here and you would create new blog. Okay. Now there's a whole host of different options. Okay. So you could use social studies, use science. It's all on what you teach. I think somebody said they teach statistics. I think you said somebody's calculus. Well, there you go. So there's all different kinds of health and fitness. So there's all kinds of different templates that you can use for this. Now, the nice thing about the Glogster, though, is if you choose like this, which really doesn't have a lot of, unless you're maybe teaching science, but let's just say, that really isn't, that effective, or that's really not something you wanted to do. You can always change the background of it. So that's what's really nice about a Glogster. So let's use this particular one. So we'll just click on it. And let's just say, I don't know. I mean, I'm not teaching. It was great fun again. Okay. So what I can do is I can click on this. I can delete this if I want to. I can change it. So I can add my own text to this. All right. And I can add links. I can do a lot of different things with this. Okay. So if I want to click on this, let's just say I want to get rid of this, but I want to put in a new text box. Okay. So let's say, I like maybe this text box. Okay. So we would add our text box here. Okay. And pull it up. And we go through here. So let's say I'm going to click on text. So I can add a text in here. And then let's say I want to say, that's kind of small. But these, so I could use, so if I wanted to use a larger font, it's right here. So that's really nice too. I think this can be a little bit more user-friendly than maybe the Prezi as far as like fonts and that type of thing. So as you can see, you can change the font size of any text you want to put in here. So you can go through and, like I said, pick, some type of text size. Let's just say we want to use this particular text. But let's say I want to make, it bigger. So I want to make it where it's about 60 because I want to kind of have this be a title, right? So, so I would have maybe investments, okay? So then maybe I would come down here and I would say A, beginner's guide, or or I could say maybe an illustration, okay? So maybe that would be the title of this, okay? An illustration, all right. All right, so we could go here then and click on that. So let's just say I don't like the background. I would say, it's not a very nice background. What's nice is all the pictures you've used in the past are here. So I did one for my daughter to help her with, she had a vegetable, it was a kind of like a chemistry chart, but it was for vegetables. So I put together something and kind of helped her. We worked on it together, something for her project for a nutrition class. Okay, so anything that you put in, you can use. Or you could just decide, I really don't like this background, but I don't want a lot of noise going on, okay? So then I could say, well, let's see what kind of background would look nice. Now, again, we have to look at the font and the color, okay? So maybe we would just want, maybe a white background, okay? So we could change that. Maybe we want something with a little color, but see what's nice here is I can see what this looks like against my box, against my, my colors, okay? So I'm not putting this in and then I go back and find out, oh, I can't see anything. Okay, so that tells you what it's going to look like before you exit the colors. Okay, so let's just say I really like this. Okay, now here I want to put, so I want to maybe replace this image, so I can do that. I can decide if I want to add an image here. Okay, so let's just say, again, I've got all these images. Let's say I want to upload one, or I want to embed a link, or I want to put in a YouTube video, or I want to put in something so I can go right into Google Images from my Glogster. So that makes it really nice. So I can just go here, click on Google Images, so I don't have to go back out, go into Google and try to do that. So let's just say, again, I want to add maybe stocks. Okay, well, let's say maybe here I want to do the different types of stock markets, so or the different types of indexes. So let's just say I have a Dow Jones Industrial Average. Okay, let's just show maybe some information about that, what the Dow Jones Industrial Average has done, maybe what 30 companies are on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Okay, so that might be something kind of interesting. So I could go into here and I could save the image. So that takes me right to there. So then as I go back into my Glogster, there it is, sorry. And I can put in the Google Images, or I can do a search here even. So this is another thing I can add in Khan Academy, Wikipedia, Google Videos. So here I might want to type this in instead of clicking on it. Then I could put in, so Dow Jones Industrial Average. All right, so I can't spell today. Okay, Dow Jones Industrial Average. Industrial Average. Oh, well, I don't give up. Okay, so again, that's going to come into this as well. So that's what's nice about this. So it takes you right to the image that you might need. Okay, so we can do that. Then we can go in and we can upload. So we can pick that. So if we want to upload, I think I put that in. And I can put that here. So I can just put this image in. I can take this image out by deleting it. And then I can put this image in right here. So let's just say I want to do that. Let's say I want to make it kind of neat. So I'll kind of do a little bit of that to it. Okay. So kind of put it in like that. That's just some information. Now I could put in, you know, maybe also a video with this. So if I wanted to add maybe a YouTube video, here's all the videos I've done. So they're all in your library. So that's nice if you're doing something for maybe two different classes that have similar functions or similar types of information. You could do that. You could also go here and embed. So you could add an embed. And then I can embed a Word document. I can embed a PowerPoint slide. So I have to go in and get the codes, but I could embed any types of these documents into that, a Google's map. So, you know, that would be, you know, something that you could also do when you do, like I said, embed. You can also put a link in. So that would be maybe a link to a YouTube video. It could be a link to a website. So let's see here. We're going to do, let me put in, create one here. So let's create, so we have to put in a URL address. So, so we need to find maybe, so let's look at Investopedia, okay? Or Market Watch or something like that. So we could go here. And this is going to tell, you know, a lot of information about Investopedia. You can also go in here and pretty much search any kind of investment term. So what, maybe options. So that's going to tell me about the different types of options, things like that. So, you know, you could put this in for information. Again, this is also something that would be good maybe if students wanted to put together a project. So I should be able to add this link. I'm able to, so the link will be added. All right. So apparently, image, audio, YouTube. It's always worked before. All right. So we could put in, let's see if it'll work with the YouTube link. Share. Copy. All right. Let's try that one. There. So it will add like the YouTube link. Apparently, maybe it has to be a special kind of. So then this would be another video that we could put in here. Okay. Then we have, so let's just say we want to talk about the NASDAQ. Okay. So that could be another image. You can also put in like graphics. So if you see a graphic that applies to maybe something you're teaching, you could do that. Again, here's all the images. The wall is the background. So I could use any kind of image for the wall. You don't want too much going on because that can be extremely confusing for people. So that's why a lot of times, like if you click on the color, that might be something that would be better if you wanted to have people pay more attention to maybe something you've put in here. So if we want to go here, we could replace this image. Okay, so I can go here and click on replace image, or I could replace it with a link. Okay, so I could do that. I could also delete the image. Okay, and I could put in another image in its place. So I could add, and again, I can add upload. So a lot of, like, Flickr has different images, links. So these would be ways that I could upload that. So let's just say I have the NASDAQ. So let's put that in here. NASDAQ. Okay, so we have NASDAQ. And maybe we could find a list of stocks that are on the NASDAQ. Okay, some of these. So these are a lot of the stocks that are on the NASDAQ. So again, we could save that image, that in there. So similar into the Prezi. So we could upload more images. So where did my NASDAQ go? Let's see where it is. There it is. And we could upload that. So that goes down here. Okay. And it's converting it right now. There. So these are images then of information about maybe the Dow Jones Industrial Average, NASDAQ. Now see, if you don't want to use all these, you don't have to. So like this particular one, so then maybe we could go down here. Again, we can click on this. We can change this any way we want if we want to replace this image. So again, we can add a text box like we did before. We can upload an image. Again, it looks like the links, it might kind of depend on, if it'll accept some of the URL links. The audio and images of YouTube, it'll definitely, looks like it will definitely take that one. Upload, so again, you could upload images. Grab, so here you can do an audio. So if I can go in here and I can just start a recording. So I might say, welcome everybody. We're going to learn about the different types of investments and the different types of indexes. I hope you enjoy the presentation. So I might say, welcome everybody. We're going to learn about the different types of investments and the different types of indexes. I hope you enjoy the presentation. Okay, so I might say, welcome everybody. So then I could say use. So we can use that. And there it is. Okay, so this is also something, see, where I could maybe talk through the entire presentation. So maybe I would start up here with what the Dow Jones Industrial Average was. I could say, click on, looking at the industrial average, looking at the NASDAQ. So I could even do a video type of, I could even do like a lecture to even show, something like that. I could do a video. So, that's also something that would be possible for me to. So here it wants me to allow my video. So here, hello everybody. So then I could say, hi everyone. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. We're going to be looking at the different indexes. Say, hi everyone. So I could again use that. So that would be something. So yeah, if you're looking at, like, I think somebody was talking about conducting. I don't know anything about conducting, but you might, I don't know if there's, like I said, I have no idea about anything about conducting, but maybe you could put some images. I'm assuming maybe there's different positions conducting. Again, I have no idea, but this is something you could show your students, and you could also have the different types of images to go along with it. So you could say, this is this, this is that. It might take a little bit to convert that. But again, that's also something that you could put in there. You might find, again, sometimes a lot of these, things with multimedia, there's some things that they say, oh yeah, this will be good, but then, it might only accept certain ways that information is created, especially in some of the links. It seems like YouTube is for the most part, a fairly sure thing. So when you share something here on YouTube, so here's my video. So see, I could even enlarge this video if I wanted to even maybe have, if I wanted to say something like, if you look above me, here are the different stocks involved in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Pay attention to Apple Incorporated. Notice it's one of the 30 stocks in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I could say, if you look at the other side, we're going to look at the NASDAQ. Here are the stocks involved in the NASDAQ. And see, I can increase these so the students can see this. Above where I'm talking to you, there's also a video. Let's please watch the video. So I could do an entire lecture from here, and instead of trying to, upload different things or try to do things during the lecture, if you're like me, anytime like you do a lecture or something like that, it seems like something does go wrong. So this would be some way where maybe those things wouldn't be as likely to go wrong. So you could even put I think if you go in here, you probably can upload, you might be able to upload, you could upload a picture, but I also think, let me see where this is. I think you can put in a file here. So maybe you could do, let's say you have some type of PowerPoint slide, or so I'm trying to think. I don't think I've got any PowerPoints in here. So let's see. We've got, I do have like a nature of the mind. Actually, that's probably, there we go. There's that one. That's a document. So, you could even say, here is some homework. Let's see. It's supposed to come here. Let's see. Where did it go? So we'll upload. So you could even go over, like, I know my son's taking a business class, and it's got a lot of spreadsheets and things like that. So, you might even be able to go through, an assignment that you could put in here too. So let me see where I'm doing a mindfulness and meditation class. Oh, here's a PowerPoint slide. So let's see what we can do with this. See if that works here. Doesn't look like I can add the PowerPoint slides. It looks like I can add, looks like I can add those on the Prezi, but I don't see the PowerPoint slides or these types of information that we can add here. Should be able to add this, but maybe, no, it's not. It says save failed. Something is broken. Please report an issue. So again, as you can see, nothing is foolproof. But so you can, gotta love it. But like I said, you can go through and you can put in text box. You could do a link. Again, you're going to have to look and see and maybe make sure that that link would be accepted. I think I might be able to use, like, if I have a link to my website. I don't know which ones. Let me see. Let's see. Yoga. That was the website I showed at the beginning. So see, it seems like they don't take certain links. So I maybe would stay away from that, but you could definitely, like I said, the YouTube videos are almost always foolproof. I'm sure something could go wrong, but again, they're almost always foolproof when it comes to being able to link those. Those usually work out fairly well. So, and then again, you can go into websites. Khan Academy is also something that is very good, especially I think math. If you're teaching math. It's also something that you could use. So you could click on that and go right into Khan Academy. So, in a lecture, even if you're sharing your screen, I don't have a login for Khan Academy, but again, that's something that you could link in there if you wanted to. So, so let's see. So we have, like I said, our lecture. Again, we can put in different images, different information. Let me see here, because I think, trying to think, I'm almost sure. So we can add some art. Okay, different things here, if you want to do that. Just to make things a little bit different. So maybe you like that image. Okay, so you can put that in there. You could just make things, something that students might find to be interesting. This is also, again, a really good project for you to have your students do. This is definitely something that you can do like they could do it as a group. So like you could have maybe a WebEx where the students, they're not meeting face to face, but one student could share their screen and the other students could have input into this project, and the student sharing the screen could make the changes. So that's also something you could do. Of course, you have Google Docs, but generally you don't have this type of presentation. So I could even make these a little more interesting. If I wanted to take this one out, I can add this one. So there's a lot of different things I can do with this. I can change the background again. So let's I'll put in 2 more images. So we're looking at, so let's do the S&P 500. And let's see, S&P 500. Whoops, like I said, I can't type today. It knows what I mean. Okay. So let's look at it. It's got 500 stocks in it, so odds are it's going to be hard to find something that lists all those stocks. So we could look at, what's the S&P 500 doing? How has it been doing? So that is, again, something we could put in here. Save image, save. So again, we could put that. We can replace this image. So I can upload the image. Oops. So this has, let me see, is that it? Nope. So common stock. Here it is. So that's what the S&P 500 is doing here. So we replace this image, put this image here. Again, we can turn it. We can also, we could put it in here. So if we wanted to add, something that was a little bit kind of, something a little different, we can always do that. We can turn this so it matches that if we want to do that. So we can put that in. These are the 3 main indexes. Okay. So, and it looks like that has, so I might want to change my wall here. It looks like there's some writing there. So again, you could use this as a solid color. Put this here, get out that writing, something like this. Then as we go through, so let's say we want to now look at our Glogster. So we're going to save. So we're going to call it investments. And we're going to save that. It's finished. And we can save that. Okay, so we're going to go to preview. Okay. So here's going to be what the students can see. So they can click on this. Say, hi everyone! I hope you enjoyed this presentation. My camera is not working very well. It's kind of blurry, but so we have that. And again, you have information. So you could do it, like I said, like this. Also here, looks like there's some links here that I had uploaded where we might be able to put that in at some point if we wanted to attach those. But this is, said my camera's not. We're going to be looking at the different indexes. So perhaps I need to update my camera. Anyways, so this is something then that the students could look at. They could also go in here, play this video about the aggressive growth. Okay, talk about that. They could look at this and look and see what images are here on this. So see if you want to bring that up like this, they can actually see, this in full view like that. So they could, so like you could say, we're going to talk about this. Please bring this up. And then you could go through and say, these are the different companies in Dow Jones Industrial Average. So again, that's something you also could do too as well. So I'm trying to think here. All right. So shifted to subscription mode. Can't find the free version. Let's see. Is that what you're seeing too? See, yeah, because it's So it has a monthly fee. So let's see. Did they have the sign up? Let's see. Let's look at that. Oh, that's Prezi. Okay. Yeah, it has. I thought that it had. Let's see. Okay, just not the Glogster. Free options. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, do they have a poster too? Okay, great. Huh. See, I didn't know that Canvas had. Let's look at that. That's interesting. So this would be free. Well, this would be. It looks like this would be something very similar. So let's look at that. No, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't know that. I've done a lot of my own stuff, and then I put it into Canvas. But wow. Okay. So what would you like to design? So let's see. Investments. So let's see if that. So would we? Let's see. Oh. Wow. Okay. So you could choose a template. Let's see. Let's look at that. Huh. So you would want this. Got it. So then you could add a page. Is that how that would work? And then this is kind of a. It looks like you can do uploads, photos. Wow. This is part of. So is this part of our Canvas here? Let me see. Let me go into my Canvas. Where is that at in Canvas? So can you go into oh, it's not an extra tool. Okay.
Are we talking about Canva?
Yeah. Oh, it's Canva, not I thought I said Canvas. Okay. Canva. Okay, so then that is and that's free. Oh, good. That's good to know. Okay, yeah. Canva. Okay. Well, good. So that's something then that's free. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay. And that is, yeah, it looks like you can do, this is similar to what we do, the website. This is similar to how you put together that website. And then you can put in, create a new design. So yeah, that's something, it looks like, and I don't know anything about this, it looks like this isn't actually like a poster. It's more like a PowerPoint type of slides. But yeah, they had, like I said, the Glogster used to be, because I know when we did it, it was free, but you can't find it free anymore.
Robin?
Yeah.
I just did a little research, which is why I wasn't sure what we were talking about, because I was fake multitasking. Apparently, Glogster switched over to a paid version recently.
Ooh, okay.
I posted a link with a list of other things, but my students have been doing these. We just call them interactive infographics.
Okay.
And we found a lot of good free and not complicated programs and apps that could be used through what different K-12 schools use.
Ooh, okay.
Like we're just in higher ed, we're just behind what they're doing in 8th grade in some places.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you for posting those. Because yeah, when I did these, as part of my PhD, yeah, they were free. And then maybe it's because I already have something set up. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why I didn't have much of an issue with it. But yeah, so yeah, you want this to be, you don't want to spend a lot of money on that. So what are the links for, do you have links for the, could you put the links up for those free interactive posters? Do you have those?
Yeah, here's one I just found. It's been a couple years since I've done this in my class. Mm-hmm. And the person I used to grok things from has retired, but she kept a whole website of tech stuff for K-12 teachers.
Okay.
And I will try to dig that up someday.
Yeah. This is okay, online posters. Oh, ThingLink. Yeah, I've used it. I wasn't as familiar with it, so I wasn't going to try to teach other people how to do it. But yeah, ThingLink, like I said, I did do a project in it. I haven't heard of some of these other ones, but okay. So yeah, if you want to look at this link, those are also good for the interactive tools. Sorry about that. It must be, like I said, because I've had maybe there was like a grandfathering in or something like that, maybe. I don't know. That's odd, but sorry about that.
I was just going to say there is an interactive component in Canva. You just have to kind of get in there and move around and find all of the options.
Okay. Oh, okay. Good. Well, this is definitely something I want to look at. Yeah. I thought it said canvas. I was like, I haven't seen that before. Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. Like I said, we can always learn, and the thing is with things like this, it's always evolving. So we're always going to have things, that are different, that, upgrades or, different ways of doing things. Because I know when I first used Glogster, it didn't have all these tools that it does now. So I know a lot of these things have changed too. So it's just kind of getting things to work. Sometimes, like you'll post something or paste something and it doesn't, I don't know. Sometimes it's always, technology has always been, it's a blessing and a curse sometimes. So, well, does anybody else have any questions or anything to add? Because like I said, I would love to see, comments or any other, like I said, types of interactive media, multimedia that you know of. Because like I said, I certainly would like to see that if anybody has anything else. Anybody? Any questions? Any comments? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Like I said, and thank you for showing me some of these things. Like I said, I didn't, these were just things I've used and things I'm familiar with. Great. Awesome. All right. Thank you. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. It was nice to meet everyone. So you take care.
You have a good weekend as well.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.